So you know how some people are an introvert and some are an extrovert? Well, I've never really fit neatly into either one of the two categories. Whenever I would take those online personality tests, I would always either end up on one side or the other. And it didn't even depend on what test I was taking, but when I was taking it. So whenever somebody asked me before which one I was, it was always a really tough question to answer. I don't know, has anybody else felt this way? Let me know in the comment section down below. Well, it turns out, you guys, there's a third option that most tests don't even tell you about. And I fit into that category. I am an ambivert. So I just looked into this, and it actually turns out that nobody is 100% an introvert or 100% an extrovert. I mean, it's kind of like a scale, and we all fit somewhere on there, with very few people being at the ends. So if you look at it from a certain perspective, all of us are ambiverts. I mean, not really, but kind of. Anyway, I'll get into how I figured this out later. What's interesting though is that I fall somewhere in the middle. I'm very close to being 50-50. So this weekend, I'm having an amazing time being alone, resting. But last weekend was insane. I had a ton of fun with a bunch of friends at an awesome local festival. Beba, where are we going right now?
We're going to Salmon Days.
Salmon Days. What is it?
It's my Patronus.
Dude, she took the Harry Potter test where it's like, oh, what's your Patronus? And it said salmon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't laugh, it's not funny.
It's the funniest shit in the world.
I found out, I took the test twice, I'm a Gryffindor.
Yeah, she's a Gryffindor salmon.
I thought I was gonna be a Slytherin or Hufflepuff.
I'm a, what am I?
It's so expected, Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw, and my Patronus is a cat.
Is it really?
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, that's funny.
Hell yeah, and hers is a salmon. I eat her.
Yeah.
I just realized that walking and talking during the fall season isn't the best idea. Fall is finally here, and if you're a Pacific Northwest local, it starts with a huge festival called Salmon Days. It's a local celebration where we welcome the salmon home. So because Iris Patronus is a salmon, I figured this would be perfect. I mean, she would feel right at home. I'm just kidding. People come here to watch a massive parade, watch the salmon swim upstream, eat a whole bunch of delicious food, and shop for arts and artisan goods. Salmon Days is honestly like Etsy, but in real life. None of those were my motivations for going though. Salmon Days brings a ton of people together, so I figured this would be a perfect opportunity to hang out with a whole bunch of friends. So I quickly realized that having this many people at such an enormous event, and I mean this thing is huge, it spans something like 6 blocks, it wasn't the brightest idea. So festival tips, make sure everybody has their phones and their phones are fully charged, because you are bound to lose somebody. Another thing, make sure to come hungry. Sure, festival food is a little bit more expensive, but there's so much good stuff all in one place. And you probably won't find that anywhere else. After a while, we got tired of the crowds and of losing each other all the time. So we all decided to get together and go out for dinner and then play some games. Gotta put your dressing into your salad?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pour my ranch in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can't see his face. Wow, saucy, real saucy.
Good ranch.
Oh yeah.
It was an awesome weekend. The only thing is, I would suggest going with maybe 2 people or 3, but having something like, 10 people there was a little bit too much of a hassle. I was too concerned with where everybody was than having fun at the actual event. That was a good walk. So like I promised earlier, let's get back to talking about being an ambivert. Here is the criteria I used to find out that I was one. I got this from an article by Dr. Travis Bradbury. So number 1, can't perform tasks alone or in a group. I don't have much preference either way. That describes me pretty well. I am probably more productive when I'm alone, but I have a lot more fun when I'm in a group. Social settings don't make me uncomfortable, but I tire of being around people too much. 100% me. Being the center of attention is fun for me, but I don't like it to last. That's also me. Some people think I'm quiet, while others think I'm highly social. I never attributed this to being an ambivert, but this is definitely me. I can get lost in my own thoughts just as easily as I can lose myself in a conversation. Yep. If I spend too much time alone, I get bored, yet too much time around other people leaves me feeling drained. All of these describe me very well, so I figure the chances of me being an ambivert are very high. What about you guys? Do you enjoy massive events full of people, or would you rather be alone or only surrounded by those closest to you? Or maybe both, like myself. I would genuinely love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you liked it, then let me know by hitting the thumbs up button down below. And if you really liked it and would like to see more stories from me, then hit that subscribe button. And join the notification squad by hitting the bell icon right next to it. That way you'll know when my video is up the moment I publish it, which I do every Thursday at 11 AM Pacific. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you next week, right here on my channel. Peace!